Power forward from Abulug, Cagayan, number 18, Troy Rosario. And at center, power forward from Tabaco Albay, number 91, Rodney Brondial. And at center from
the Kraken inside against Ginto. Deep position for Junmar. He gets double teamed, passes it out to Perez. CJ steps back for three. That is smooth by Perez. What a pass there by Junmar, and even better finish here for CJ. The Beermen, but I know these guys want to go undefeated here in this conference. CJ dives inside, drops it off. Brondial finishes plus the foul.
Ball, he drives so well, and yet he's so just unselfish to really share that ball with his teammates underneath.
Fades away, back shot doesn't go. Gasho comes away with it. Quecate ahead of the pack. Layup is good for James Quecate. Troy counters back. His three-pointer doesn't go. Nice pass by Ginto inside to David. Go back down low. Junmar posting up Ginto. Double team doesn't come. Foul is there. Plus the basket for Fajardo.
That's great. You cannot, if you were Quecate, you cannot just...
Goes back down against Chua. Spins, turns, fires, and scores.
So that's what's going to drive you crazy. I mean, Junmar has developed that perimeter game. Now, even in the international, in the World Championships, we've seen what Junmar can do on the block against the world's best.
It's really a pick-your-poison thing right now for Fajardo. Justin Chua gets much-needed points for the Blackwater Bossing. Bata goes to Tongkab. Tongkab wide open three, and he scores to beat the buzzer here in the first quarter.
Tongkab was a threat. This is a nice kick out to Tongkab, but if you bite on that shot fake, you're giving Tongkab a wide open look.
And that ends an exciting first quarter here at the PhilSports Arena. That was a great swabe tawag dun. Swabe from
smooth, I would say smooth.
And speaking of smooth, JD Tongkab fires away from the outside, and Blackwater just down by 5.
I mean, that's what makes a good team. That, you know, no matter what happens, you're still solid all throughout.
Afterwards.
I mean, that's the reason why it's called team, right? So, you know, once you have that solid mindset of playing within the team concept, that's what will make any team successful.
And right now, James Yap. Here's another guy who's had battles with Arwin Santos on the floor for the Blackwater Bossing. Jericho Cruz right now barreling himself inside, gets the basket plus the foul.
Basketball.
Just bulldozes his way inside against Nambata. That's just too easy for Jericho Cruz. Fajardo. Cruz losing control of the basketball. Cruz inside. Floater. That is good for Jericho Cruz.
That's all. That's the beauty about and what the coaches of San Miguel has really worked on.
Okay, goes to the corner. Rosario for three. Oh, they needed that one. Rosario with a three-pointer. He hands it off to Romeo. Terrence can't finish the mid-range shot. Fast break opportunity. Quecate. This is the second one of the ball game. After this beautiful fast break run by James Quecate, the Blackwater Bossing cutting that 15-point lead down to 10, forcing a timeout from the San Miguel Beermen. Oh, nice catch by Quecate. RK gets it back. They swing it back out to Rosario. Lines up the three. Back-to-back hits for Troy. Lagan shoots. And he scores. RK delivers for the Blackwater Bossing.
You know, amazing guy with a lot, you know, plays with a big heart.
RK Lagan goes to James Quecate. Shoots a three and scores a three. It's a three-point ball game.
That's why you look at the roster of the Bossings. They really have a lot of good players there who are young. And definitely we're seeing a lot of good things from these guys.
CJ Perez goes back down to Fajardo. Oh, what a spin and finish by Junmar.
I think, you know, Junmar is just like taking his time. But when he wants to score, he will score.
But RK, what a layup by Ilagan. Take a look at this one more time. This best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Thank you, Doreen. And so far, speaking of peak form, CJ Perez already with 14 here in this game. Trying to add to this one. This time, Perez gets the basket. And Ciso, they go to Brundial. Deep possession. Fajardo can't score. Battle for it. Troy Rosario has some time. Rosario all the way. And he beats the second quarter buzzer. Getting ahead of steam here, coach. And nobody even stopping the fast break for Rosario.
I mean, that's how quick Troy Rosario is, that he was able to go coast to coast and still finish on the layup.
Earlier, 9 seconds on the shot clock. 1-1, Ginto against Fajardo. And that's going to be a foul against Radwin Ginto.
To guard a tough player na Alvin Patrimonio, and what are the things that I really did well.
64-68. Oh, CJ hangs in the air. Reverse layup. Meanwhile, CJ Perez going downhill.
That low post mismatch on Marshall because of his height, but then you got Chris Ross making up for those mismatches.
Oh, in transition, Marshall makes them pay. Good hands by the Bossing. Marshall against David. Look at this shot. Look at this shot by Lassiter.
I have nothing much to say. I mean, it's just, they just have so many guys who can always be a threat.
Ross, what a pass
Beautiful
inside
pass.
to Trolliano for the finish. The Beermen. Oh, bad pass by Junmar. Miscommunication with Trolliano. Blackwater pushing the pace. Casio, layup is good. And Blackwater with a quick run here to cut the lead down to 8. And Jericho Cruz missing a 3 for the Beermen. Tyrus Hill with a head of steam. Drives inside. Layup is good for Tyrus Hill. But Blackwater again with a run here, cutting that lead down to 6. In San Miguel, I like it that they're not taking Blackwater lightly. You can see that they're battling in this ball game. Trolliano fires a 3. Oh, Trolliano with a big shot.
See, but the problem, even that's a problem playing San Miguel. Even if you know that they're already in the next round, and they know that they're like tops in the team standings, they never take anything lightly.
What a shot here. Athletic finish by Tyrus Hill. He gets fouled. Taking a seat here in the 3rd. Maybe a chance here for Blackwater to cut into this lead, but CJ Perez still there, spinning. Look at the challenge by Escoto. Doesn't matter as CJ Perez still. Go back to Terence. Steps back, shoots. Gains the 3 and beats the 3rd quarter buzzer.
The momentum is starting to shift on the side of Blackwater, but they would have a miscue on their set plays.
Terence, another step back, and that goes in after cleaning the rim.
Just creates so much space on that pull-up or that step-back jumper that he is able to launch that shot.
And that's another turnover for the Bossing. And CJ Perez is 5 points away from another 25-point, at least 25-point game. He's been on a 5-game streak with that. Perez adding to his point total, and he gets the foul.
Great preparation and game plan for this game. You see on one side, San Miguel asserting their dominance.
Man, I don't think they recognized they had only 4.6 seconds on the shot clock in that last one. Meanwhile, the Beermen, Trolliano for 3. That looks good.
Ouch.
That's good for Don Trolliano.
And that really hurts it. That's gonna really break your back, especially if you are, if you had that opportunity to score on one end and then you just turn the ball over, and then in the other end, you allow the team to score.
JJ Tongkab missing that 3. Perez sees a lane. What a sidestep and finish for CJ Perez.
It seems that they are playing better defense, and Miguel, led by this guy, can just like shift to high gear. I just think they were able to, Coach George gives them enough room to be creative, and at the same time, it's still within the kind of system that he wants them to run.
Look at that. Battling his way inside. Back down low to Rodney. CJ pulls up. CJ makes it. 26 points for CJ Perez, and his streak continues.
That's sheer talent right there. I mean, he just continues to work. He just continues to even get better.
Argay Lagan with a much-needed 3-pointer for the Blackwater Bossing. They were stuck at 80 for quite some time. What a massive run here by San Miguel. Oh, That's another shot for the Beermen.
I mean, this second unit seems like they don't even look at the score anymore, because some other teams that are not as disciplined as San Miguel, they will take it lightly already and just like coast around, but not with this second unit. Look at the way they have really been, still remain to be sharp.
And with that shot of James Spectate, 16-6 run by the San Miguel Beermen to start the fourth quarter, as Troy Rosario toying around with RK makes another jumper. Troy turns. Oh, gets blocked by Don. CJ to Trolliano. Trolliano finishes plus the foul.
That's good.
Doing it both defense and on offense. Trolliano. Go back down to the Kraken. Junmar hands it off to CJ. Don wide open three. That's another one for Don Trolliano. David. It's closed off. They go to Casio. Casio layup. That is smooth by JV. It's against David. Loads up. Shoots over David. And scores. 12-point for Romeo.
I mean, the play just literally evolved with the Junmar diving to the post, Trolliano going on a screen, and it just isolated him in that elbow.
David inside. Easy basket for Blackwater.
Is to remain sharp and to really try to get even beyond to their expectation of what they can do or what they are capable of doing.
As JD Tungkab sails in for the layup, but Irosel back to JD Tungkab. Casio up top. David with a alley-oop finish.
I mean,
They go to Junmar for three. Junmar can't get it to go. Tungkab with the rebound. Fast break opportunity. Hopia. Oh, he's against Terence. He drops it off to Tyrus Hill. Great play by Clifford Hopia.
And that's the one thing that you really want to see Clifford Hopia. A young guy coming into the league. You want him to be able to assert himself, because that's the only way he can gain his confidence.
And the postseason of the association is finally here. Watch the 2024 NBA playoffs on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, and Filipinas Live. Hashtag everything counts. Hashtag NBA on Signal.
Also scoring. The rest of the team are contributing. All he has to do is just to look for opportunities and how he can just make sure that the team will win.
Shots coming from everywhere right now for as JD Tungkab dunks that basketball in. And as I said, points coming in from everywhere for the San Miguel side. Jericho Cruz, Terence Romeo, everybody is scoring right now. As Trolliano will he get his sixth? Yes, sir!
Wow.
Wow! 25.
Crazy shooting on the part of Don Trolliano.
Oh, Tungkab, shifty layup is good for JD. .122, 102. That's our score. Look at that. San Miguel, they scored 120 in that last game. They just exploded into this fourth quarter. JD against Malilin. Inside. Turnover. Tyrus Hill. He will go up and slam this down. Don Trolliano, as we take a look at this dunk by Tyrus Hill.
I mean, that's why you don't...
We're just waiting for the final score of this ball game. And Ciso. Oh, with a Smitty. And Roddy Brandial with a tip-in. Jason David attacking inside, hangs in the air. He will go to the free throw line for the end one opportunity. Lots of very athletic players here for the Blackwater Bossing.
When you look at, of course, athleticism will definitely be part of every player that will come into the league. But then if you don't have the athleticism, you have your mind, you have your brains to be able to still find a way to score. But when you look at the way Blackwater really competed in this game, offensively it wasn't really the problem. And they were able to shoot, Tungkab, everyone really contributed too. It's just that the question is how to stop Junmar Fajardo and even CJ Perez. That created a lot of scoring opportunities for the rest of the team.
Again, as you said, Coach, it's just finding that mismatch, always getting that two on the ball on Junmar Fajardo.